It was not, the final score was 98-70. BYU won by 28. But it was a little closer for most of the game than the final score would probably lead you to believe. Like Wisconsin was hanging in there for a while. Jarrell, what kind of flipped, and what does this say about BYU? Like, I'm a big fan of this Wisconsin team. I really like John Blackwell. I really like Nick Boyd.
Yep.
I think that their big guys are probably better than people realize. But you lose by 28 to a BYU team that's playing on a court that was impossible to watch that game.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was not a pleasant viewing experience.
I can't do the courts. I can't do the NBA tournament courts. Can we just leave them the same? Like, what are we doing? Why do we have to do this?
Please.
But go ahead. Sorry.
Please. Go ahead, Jarrell. Give me your take on BYU tonight.
No, and I think you kind of alluded to it already, Rob. It was a tighter game. You got to give Wisconsin some credit. I kept feeling like, BYU pretty much controlled the entire game. They lost some flow because Nick Boyd got two early fouls in that game. He ended up playing with them down the stretch of like the first half and was able to get a little bit of a rhythm, but I think it threw him out of whack a little bit. But Carrington hit some shots early. I thought Nolan Winter played phenomenal tonight, man. He's really been coming along, and I think he's going to be a big piece for them down the stretch of this year. But I came away thoroughly, again, just impressed by BYU. And I don't even know if this is really like a hot take, but I think in my opinion, they might be the most well put together team in college basketball. I think they check all of the boxes. AJ DeBonza obviously is the juggernaut talent. He's a matchup nightmare. He's always going to almost command two guys to have to guard him on most nights. He can play inside. He can play outside against bigger guys. They got shooting surrounding them. They got big guys that can catch around the rim and finish and give them rim protection. And then, they add a guy like Wright, and I think he's kind of the unsung hero with this thing. I think there's just such a pivotal piece adding in that small, just kind of little jitterbug guard who can get paint touches, can pass the ball, can shoot it when he needs to, can score when he needs to, can play in pick and roll as well alongside the Bonza. But man, they're just a really well put together team, and it's like Richie Saunders is got the best job in America. Like, I'm just watching this dude, and he's one of the best shooters in the country. But it's like I'm watching that game, and I'm just feeling like, man, BYU is just gonna blow this thing open at any given time because the shot quality was just so good. Like, even when they weren't making them early on, it's just like you can't just like they're getting wide open corner threes and wide open lobs to the basket for dunks and things like that. You just felt like the avalanche was coming. It was just only a matter of time, man. So, but he's got the best job. Like 1 second, AJ DeBon's in the mid post playing ISO. Well, somebody goes to double corner three, and the next time you got Wright getting downhill in transition, getting a piece of the paint, kick out corner. Like he knows he's gonna get 7 to 8 makeable open catch and shoot threes every night that he goes in. And the coach has to take a ton of the credit as well too. He plays the NBA system. I think it's cool to see because I always tell my young guys the NBA system it gets simplified with the better talent of players that you have. You don't have to do as much schematically, and they kind of play to that. Like, they get a matchup with AJ, they play through him, they play out a pick and roll. I love the angle stuff that he runs. That's like an old play I used to run back in my my NBA or G League days when I was getting coached by Chris Finch, man. So they do a great job, but I just came away thoroughly impressed by those guys.
Jarrell, I think you bring up two really, really good points. First of all, Coach Kevin Young and how he's been able to put this roster together. When this was happening last season and DeBonza goes to BYU and signs with BYU, we're all sitting here going, okay, how's this going to work? You got the best player in the country. He's coming there. Okay, is this really is it a financial decision? No. DeBonza went there and he said it, previously multiple times because he wanted to play for a coach that has an NBA background. So let's give the coach credit because I agree with you, Jarrell. He's doing an unbelievable job. You bring up another name. Right. He's kind of the unsung hero. That team had 18 assists tonight. He had 11 of them. So it's not just let's get it to our best player, let's get it to the number 1 pick in the draft or the number 2 pick in the draft or the number 3 pick in the draft. I mean, he's not going below 3. We all know that. And let him make a play. The ball moves, the floor moves, what they're running on offense. I mean, this team is for real. Like, they're for real. And you can go back on it too. That's why I think everybody on this right now would agree that UConn is special and can win a national championship as well. But if BYU gets to a Final Four, none of us would be surprised. Like, none of us would be surprised because the coaching, the talent level, and how they play, they're unselfish. They're unselfish. The ball doesn't stick when it hits Devonta's hands. It does not stick. He moves it too. Like, he moves it. And I think that's so impressive, especially with the decision that he made to go there. Everyone's sitting there like, okay, this guy's going to take 30 shots a game. No, that's not the case. They have a culture. They play the right way. And this is going to be fun to watch going forward.
Yeah, and to your point, Matt, Richie Saunders has actually taken more shots this year than AJ Devonta. Robert Wright has taken more shots this year than AJ Devonta. Now, AJ's got the free throw line.
About it, like if like Devonta going there, you're thinking the guy's taking 30 shots a game. When he made the decision to go to BYU, you're thinking he's taking 30 shots a game. This is not a blue blood. This is not Kentucky. This is not North Carolina. This is not, Duke. Like, you're thinking he's taking 30 shots a game, and that's not the case. And that's a credit to Coach Young.
And he's still top priority. He's still top priority on the scouting report, and you got 2 guys below you that are taking more shots. Like, that's a good thing to have. That's a great problem to have for them.
Yeah, I think AJ's gotten a little bit of a – he has a little bit of a reputation that I don't know if it's necessarily deserved. Like, that was my single biggest question with him going to BYU was, can he fit into a system that is in the past – kind of prioritize ball movement and spacing and those kind of things. And yes, there are moments where he goes into ISO mode and takeover mode. And a lot of times that is because that is what the play is. But that is what the play is. It's like, all right, we're going to run this action to get you isolated 17 feet from the basket against a guy that's 4 inches shorter than you because you're AJ Devonta and you can get to your spot and you get to that jump stop and you throw 2 pump fakes and then you elevate over the guy. Or you throw 2 pump fakes, get him in the air, and you draw the foul. Like, that's a good play. That's going to go get you 2 points because AJ's the kind of guy that can make bad shots. Like, he makes inefficient shots. He makes, air quotes here, bad shots for modern basketball, and he makes them good shots because he's exceptional at doing those things. So I'm with you guys. I think that he has impressed me more than just the talent level. Like, it's there. Buying in, fitting in, assimilating to like the BYU culture, I think is fit. And by the way, like Richie Saunders is a bad MFer. Like that, he is a bad dude. And on how many teams, McCall, in America would Richie Saunders be the best player? I'm going to go ahead and say all but maybe like 10 or 12.
Yeah, right? I mean, I think that's too many. I would say maybe more like 5 or 6.
He is a bad MF.
Oh my gosh! And just the toughness and the swagger that he plays with. I'm with you, and I'm with you too, Rob. I think Wisconsin's good, and I agree with you, Jarrell, too. In terms of them, they'll be fine. They'll be in the top half of the Big Ten. But to see what BYU was able to do in that game, and Saunders had so much to do with it. Yeah, I'm 1,000% on your page.
Yep. All right, listen.